Well, hey there, it's Catherine from CatherinePrower.com. In today's video, we are going to use some of our new items in the shop. So we have the Tilly's Magic Garden stamp set, we have the Hello Die, and the Turkish Delight stencil. So first thing we're going to do is some stenciling. I'm going to take some painter's tape and I'm going to attach the stencil to the back of my cardstock so that it doesn't slide around when I'm sponging it. So we'll just add some painter's tape here. And I'm using our smoke cardstock from our new Smoke and Mirrors pack, and it coordinates with our Blackjack ink. So I'm just going to do some sponging. It's tone on tone. I'm going to be stamping a panel to put over this, so I'm just going to concentrate around the edges, and I'm not sure if I'm just going to put the panel straight on, if I'm going to center it, or if I'm going to go kind of cattywampus, or if I'm just going to do maybe like a panel down the center. I'm not really sure yet. So I know the center will be covered up though, so I'm going to just focus around the edges. Let me peel that back and see how that's looking. Oh my gosh, I love that tone on tone. That looks really classy. Love that. So I did end up going in and filling in the center because I thought, you know what? What if I die cut the hello out of the center to save on paper, but also give some coordinating pattern to the hello to coordinate with the background. So that's what I think we're going to do, but I'll set that aside for a minute. I'm going to do some stamping, Flirty, Fuchsia, and Sweet 16. So I'm just going to randomly stamp my flowers all over the background, and I'm slightly turning my stamp as I stamp so that it has a randomness to it. I'm also going to go slightly off the paper so that it looks, when I'm finished with my card, like a polished piece of pattern paper that I cut up. So we'll just continue stamping these, the light color first. Now the next step is the layer on top, so we're going to do Flirty Fuchsia. And I'm going to fill in with some leaves, and then I think I'm going to do this small little stamp here, this small little flower as an accent. I was going to go with darker colors, with Lime Ricky and Party Dress, but I'm kind of feeling like with the Sweet 16 being a softer shade that I may want to go with lighter colors. So I think I'm going to do It's a Girl for the small flower, and then I'm just debating between Garden Party and Melon Ice. I think either will work, and since I'm a huge fan of Melon Ice and I haven't used it for a little while, I think I'm going Melon Ice. I think you could also do Mint to Be as well and get away with that, and that would look really cute. Woo, yeah, I like this a lot. That Melon Ice looks amazing with the purples. And again, I'm just going to turn it and kind of tuck it in, nest it in next to each flower. Make sure each flower has a leaf, all pointing different ways so it looks random. And then I'm going to fill in with It's a Girl. So when I stamped that first one, I got a little bit of splotchiness on that stamped image, and I don't really like that. So I'm grabbing my It's a Girl ink refill, and I'm just going to very gently run it across the pad to add a little more ink here, and that will help me get full solid images. That's what everybody loves about these ink pads, is how beautifully they stamp. So when I stamp and I get a little bit of splotchiness, I just grab my ink refill. And these are foam pads. They transfer ink very easily to photopolymer stamps. They are little tender, so you got to be careful. Don't rub too hard with your ink refill nozzle. Be very gentle with them. You don't want them to tear. Okay, so let me give this a little shot. Let me see. Oh, that is much, much better. You guys see the difference there in the clean level? Clean? Is that what we would call it? That's what we're calling it right now. So that is much better. I'm very happy with that now. All right, so I'll just stamp these randomly. I love this color combo. It's so soft and pretty and very feminine. Love it. I die cut the sentiment out of my stenciled piece. Yeah, I love how that looks. I'm going to mount this onto the card or the stenciled piece at an angle, and I want to do it with some dimensional adhesive. Whoops. If you want to make your tape go a little further, you can cut it in half. And then we'll just trim off the edges here. One thing I forgot, I was gonna add an extra sentiment on top of that hello, or below the hello, and I forgot to do it before I added my layer. Let's see. So hello is gonna go there. So I pulled out my Hello World stamp set, and there are so many fabulous little sentiments to go with the hello, the die cut. It's a great companion set. So let's see, hello there. I'm gonna do hello there. It's pretty risky. This is very risky. I think I'm going for it. If this does not work out, I can always stamp it on another piece of cardstock and cut it out and add it over the top. Let's say a little prayer. Oh, that worked out just fine. Yay. All right, so I'm going to add a little liquid glue to the back, and then we'll adhere this to a card base. And if you haven't visited our store yet, these are all new products in the store: the stencil, the die, the stamp set, and we also have some new staple products in the store, like the ink blending tool and the adhesive, and we have some sequins, and I will link below if you're on YouTube so you can check that out. And also, if you hop over to my blog, I'm going to have photos of this project, and I'll have links to everything that I used. So just add the adhesive on here, add it to our card front. And I also have another card that I made that's very similar to this. Just a slight variation. So I have a different color combination, and then I did the Glass Bead Glitter Gel with the stencil instead of sponging ink. So 2 different options, great results. Thanks for being here today. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon.